Doing? It's Dana Hanson. I have a daily word from Psalm 81. Listen to me, my dear people, for I am warning you, and you'd better listen well, for I hold something against you. Don't ever be guilty of worshiping any other God but me. I am your only God, the living God. Wasn't I the one who broke the strongholds over you and raised you out of bondage? Open your mouth with a mighty decree. I will fulfill it now. You'll see. The words that you speak, so shall it be. But my people still wouldn't listen. My princely people would not yield to me. So I lifted my grace from off of their lives, and I surrendered them to the stubbornness of their hearts. For they were living according to their own selfish fantasies. Oh, that my people would once and for all listen to me and walk faithfully in my footsteps, following my ways. Wow. So, what are the gods that are being worshipped today? Both by those who aren't followers of Jesus and those who are. I guess if you just took a look at society and take a look at what's the greatest interest that people have, and I would say that, remember, it used to be money and making money. That was one, Oh, yeah, what happened to that one? I don't know. Instead, it seems that the gods that we kneel down to today are all based on affirmation, being liked, having the people who are in the know think highly of you. And so we end up bowing our knees to the cultural scions of our day, which really is weird if you follow Jesus, because you're about as countercultural as ever for the last 2,000 years if you follow Jesus. Because culture doesn't get things right unless those things are based on Christ, are based on his model and his teachings. We know that. I mean, you can just go back in history and then move forward and see that happen. I think that affirmation, that wanting to be liked, the most desperate thing of all would be to have people say that you're bad and you are one of the ists, like racists or sexist and so forth, or one of the phobias. You're this phobic or that phobic and all that. It's pretty much utter nonsense. You see, what we've done is we end up bowing our knees to, let's say, race and sexuality, human sexuality. Those seem to be the two gods of our society today, presently. Not expecting that to last forever. But what God is saying in Psalm 81 is, there's a price to be paid when I give you dominion and I give you responsibility and you carry out your life trying to be liked, trying to be accepted by mainstream culture, which today overwhelmingly is a culture that's what you could call progressive or whatever term you want to use. And it's so interesting that the worst thing for even believers today is having somebody say you are wrong or you're bad or you're one of the ists. And it's like, no, I think the worst thing is if Jesus says, you're not being faithful. Or as God says here in Psalm 81, quit taking a knee to that which is not me. So it has way more to do with just living the life of Jesus with other, in this case, like-minded people who are dedicated to seeking the good in life and bringing that good into the lives of others within their range of influence, and living a life of forgiveness and of reconciliation and new life in our relationships. As we learn to live that kind of life in our communities, in our Christian communities, then we begin to show what it means to be otherworldly, because we're living in the real world. Thanks.